a great day to be here because you are shining lights in this community, and we're going to shine our light by standing up. And we sing this morning from our feet, not our seats, as like to say. And welcome, welcome, welcome.
Okay.
You all know this one. It's easy to follow. And I want to see some dancing. Oh, this little light of mine. I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine. I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine. I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine. Let it shine. Let it shine. All around this great big world. All around this great big world. I'm gonna let it shine. And all around this great big world. I'm gonna let it shine. All around this great big world. I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine. Let it shine. Let it shine. Unity is community. Unity is community. We're gonna let it shine. Oh, unity is community. We're gonna let it shine.
We're gonna let it shine.
Unity is community. We're gonna let it shine. Let it shine. Let it shine. Let it shine. Now there's nothing little about your light. Let's sing it. This little light of mine.
Don't you know?
I'm gonna let it shine.
Yeah.
This little light of mine.
Don't tell me what you
I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine. Oh yeah. I'm gonna let it shine. 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 Let it shine.
let it
Oh, prepare me to be a sanctuary, pure and holy, tried and true. With thanksgiving, I'll be a living sanctuary for you. Oh, prepare me to be a sanctuary, pure and holy, tried and true. With thanksgiving, I'll be a living sanctuary for you. Oh, prepare me. Be a sanctuary, pure and holy, tried and true. With thanksgiving, I'll be a living sanctuary for Unity, and thank you, Soulshine. How lucky are we to have them opening our program every Sunday? Wonderful, and I love seeing guests that we bring in to the community of Soulshine, so that is wonderful. Speaking of our community, we are a what? We are a wild soul sanctuary. And what does that mean? Yes, absolutely. Thank you guys so much. It is good to be here on this beautiful Sunday morning. Welcome, everybody. We have a wonderful program set for you here today. Our own Matthew Laughton is going to be here with us. Yes, we're so lucky to get to be a part of his wisdom this morning. So in our morning, one thing that we do is we have our green prayer claim forms in the seat in front of you. And we used to have a time for this, that we would sit and do our prayer claim forms, but we realized there may be any time during this service today where you feel inspired to fill out your prayer claim form. So we leave those for you for any time it strikes you. Remember, we are not beseeching a God outside of us. We are beseeching what is already in us and what is already here. That's why it is a prayer claim form. We are claiming what is already ours. So if there is any moment, I'm sure some of you have been inspired just by getting to howl this morning, getting to have that vitality get started this morning, please feel free to fill out those green prayer claim forms whenever is right for you, and then put that in the offering basket with your offering. And I know that it's Sunday and we have long weeks and it's filled with trying to fit in fun and joy and sunshine, especially when it's not smoky out, in with work and all that. So let's together plant an intention for today. We're going to take a deep breath and let's plant an intention of being able to be open and have our nervous system have a safe place to land and relax. So if you will with me, take a deep breath in, breathe in that relaxation, and breathe out. We did that successfully because I did see somebody yawn. So that was successful. So just remember that is a place inside yourself that you can continue to come back to throughout our program today. And just a reminder, and for those of you who are new, we have a chair on stage, and that chair is here for all the people who can't be with us today. People, plants, animals that have passed on. We've got a horse here. We've got some dogs and cats, and I'm sure ferrets and all sorts of animals here, and people who have crossed the Rainbow Bridge, or perhaps they're across the world, or they're watching us, or they just simply didn't want to get out of bed this morning and come to service today. We always invite them into our chair, and the chair, like the room of requirement, will get bigger as we fill it with all of our loved ones. So thank you so much for that. And volunteers, we always need to thank the volunteers. As I say, it is so easy to thank the volunteers who are up on stage, Soulshine, me, Dave, like our speakers that come. It's so easy to thank them, but there are so many more. The AV team that makes it so that you can hear me and hear beautiful Soulshine. The cleaning crew, the crew that helps water our plants, that keeps the light on, that opens it. Kalinda, who every time I come early in the morning, she's already blessing this space for us. Everybody here, let's give a little round of applause for all the volunteers that make this all work for us. We also it's important to do our land acknowledgement, to acknowledge the peoples who have been here before us. We live here because it is such a beautiful, special, spiritual, magical place to live, and it is only because of the people who have come before us and preserved it for us that we get to enjoy the beauty that is. And so those tribes are the Wasco, the Warm Springs, the Northern Paiute, the Klamath, the Malala, and all the other peoples that don't get mentioned here, that we don't even know about, who have preserved this incredible, incredible land for us. So we always want to take a moment to thank them and acknowledge them. Let's do our community vision statement together this morning. We are a community committed to co-creating a world of unity, spiritual awakening, and loving kindness. Wonderful. Now we are going to do our gratitudes and our celebrations this morning. Gratitudes and celebrations are not a time to advertise, but they are a time to celebrate the wonderful things in our lives, the joys in our lives. And it doesn't look like we have children today, so I'm going to get my steps in, and I'm going to come around with a microphone. So if people raise their hand if you have something you want to celebrate. Oh, yes, have a gratitude for today. Thank you for starting us off. Here you go. And just, loud so that we can all hear you. Oh, no, that'd be too easy. I probably turned it off. Right, left, it's all theoretical.
All right, good morning, everyone. My name is Brooke, and I'm celebrating having my whole family here. Well, my father and my mother are here, and we all went to the Goose Show this last weekend together, and that was a moment in history to experience with my dad, who's the #1 Goose fan. And we got my brother Joshua here as well, and just grateful to be sharing life with these humans, and having them by my side is really special. So
Wonderful, thank you. Brooke got me so choked up. That was magical. I'm so glad you enjoyed.
Thank you. Good morning. I've been here for a year. I've moved around. I got sober in 2014, and I've lived here. Thank you. Lived here for a year. Been coming here for a year, and I'm returning to my native home of San Diego. And I just want to thank this community for opening their heart and being such lovely people, non-judgmental. I've been around. See the hair? This is by far the most loving, supportive, open-minded space that I've ever attended in my existence, in my spiritual walk. And it's a place of miracle. And I love William. God darn, is he not awesome? Matthew, you too. But such wonderful people. And I just want to thank you for allowing me to visit here for the last year. Thank you.
Thank you so much. It's wonderful. And although we're not judgmental, we are judging you for leaving us. We will miss you. But just good to know that we all have a place to stay in San Diego now. How wonderful. No, thank you. It's been a privilege to have you, so thank you so much.
The other evening, and I do this every evening, is I have a landing outside my front door from which I can look west, and I love to watch the evening light go down. And the detail of the trees get lost, so all you see are shadows. And it's just beautiful. And my cat often accompanies me. But as I was sitting there, I was aware of this little dark shadow coming down towards me, and I thought it was my cat. And it wasn't my cat. It was a little skunk. And so I just sat there. I says, I think I'm just going to watch what happens. So he came up, sniffed one toe, went and sniffed the other toe. Nope, no food here. So it just waddled off. And so, of course, being resourceful, I went inside the house and got my book, Animal Speaks by Ted Andrews, and looked up what animal medicine was all about. Well, it's primarily respect. And I certainly respected him. But
Oh, beautiful. Thank you. And so such a good reminder for all of us to love the beautiful creatures we're so lucky to spend time with here in Central Oregon. Thank you.
Thank you. Hi, everyone. Good morning. I'm Sarah Ann, and today I am celebrating the most amazing birthday week of my life. It started last Sunday on my birthday with the most sacred, magical drum-making class with Kate Kavanaugh. It was really beautiful, and I just want to say thank you to all of the amazing, kind souls here. I've made so many beautiful connections and friendships, and I just feel so very blessed. And I also spoke with Kate a couple days ago. I don't know if you're aware, she had full knee replacement on Wednesday, and I let her know that I was going to be sitting her in that chair today, just so that she could absorb all of the love and healing for everyone. And she asked me to share that with you, so today I'm celebrating Kate's healing. Thank you.
And happy birthday. Absolutely wonderful. Fantastic. And we do. And Kate, if you're watching online, we love you so very much. Hobble in again when you can.
I'm just celebrating that I got to sing with Ray this morning.
What a beautiful thing to celebrate. And clearly he wants to celebrate the same thing, right?
Yes, of course I got to sing with Donna. Yeah. No. Hold on. I'm actually celebrating. Can I speak to it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I'm celebrating the fact that I got to be involved with Soulshine in a recording project. Y'all get ready. A couple lovely recordings from Soulshine coming up soon. So.
Wonderful. Thank you. Perfect. Look at that. I put him on the spot and he did great. Thanks, Dave.
Speaking of birthday weeks, I'm celebrating my son's 18th birthday yesterday. My daughter turned 21 a week and a half ago, and I turned 55 on Friday.
Wow.
So busy birthday week, so happy birthday.
Yeah. And I don't know what secret family he has, because what I know of his children, they're like, what, 14 and 16, something like that? They can't possibly be that old. So it must be some other children. Any last, yep. And then we'll have one online. So one last one and then one online. Oh, you were pointing. You were helping. Nico.
It's not online.
Oh.
It's my own. I wanted to celebrate Jen for hosting a wonderful yard sale that was the past few days, and she graciously had her space open for my partner and I and our other friend Courtney to do a big yard sale and release a lot of things to new good homes in preparation for our trip, our journey to Oaxaca. And so I just want to appreciate her and also the rest of the stuff that's going to the Unity yard sale this weekend.
Woohoo. Yes. Woohoo. Thank you. Do we have any online? Nope. Back to me. Wonderful. Thank you. I'm still in denial that he's going, but I have a therapist, so we'll be okay. Excellent. Wonderful. One last one? Anybody? It was beautiful today. Thank you guys so much. I realize why we have the children do this, because my 40-something knees, but we'll be okay. All right. Thank you, everybody, for that. And do we have any children to do our children's blessing today? Are there any children here? Okay. All right. They are out enjoying the summer. Okay. We are going to do our announcements now. Dun, dun, dun. We have some announcements today. Here we go. We do still need volunteers for all the people who love this place and enjoy. It is the volunteers, as we say, that keep it going. So if there is an area, and these are all the areas where we could use volunteers. So if something strikes your fancy and says, God, you know what? I would be really good at this, or I would like to learn more about this, or I'd like to spend time with kids, or I'd love to learn about AV and tech. I have a desire to sing, all these sorts of things. Please make sure you talk to William about that. Puritan Yoga and Sound Bath is Wednesday, August 27th at 7 p.m. Breath and Sound Sundays at 6 p.m. If you haven't been here, it is amazing. It usually is hosted by either Lisa Swisher or Amandine. It's the first, third, and fifth Sundays of each month. If you haven't had a time
to go that and just take an hour for yourself, I highly recommend that. That is wonderful. Course in Miracles with William Gregory and Scott Cleaves will be Tuesdays at 10:30 a.m. Prosperity with William Gregory is a book study. It's a spirit group about prosperity, and that one is Tuesdays at 7 p.m. And Celine's Gateway Astrology is Wednesdays at 5 p.m., where they explore the celestial cycles and astrology in this group led by Devin. It always sounds amazing. I've got to get to that one. Earth Care meeting will be Fridays at 6 p.m., led by Kalinda. Way back in the back, holding it down for us back there. Thank you, Kalinda. And then All Levels Yoga is Thursdays at 9 a.m. with Shriman, and then rotating practitioners, which is great because he is phenomenal. And then also it's so nice to, get other people's medicine when he has somebody else come in. And then moving forward on the horizon, learning to meditate with Peggy Peckin. I hope I'm saying that correct. Thursdays, September 3rd, 10th, and 17th. That will be a suggested donation between $5 and $20, but nobody is turned away, which is wonderful. And then, as Nico mentioned, we're going to say again? Time. I don't have that. Does anybody here have that? Okay, that is something you can talk to William about, and we can get the time for you on that. That is a great question. I know almost everything. That's the one thing I don't know. Tell my ex-husband, that's the one thing I don't know. The Unity, he'll love to hear that. The Unity yard sale, we talked about a little bit, Nico mentioned, is August 28th and 29th. But Robin has something to add to that, which is perfect because I just turned off the mics. Good me.
Thank you. Rochelle, everybody, don't you love her boots? Aren't they mesmerizing? I just keep looking at her boots. Okay, so we need tables. If anybody wants to donate tables or bring them in and leave them, but put your name underneath them, please, because we had a confusion last year. So put your name so you can get it back. We need trucks, somebody with the truck or two people with a truck to go into people's houses and pick up stuff that they can't bring in themselves. We also, volunteers for Friday. Friday's a big day with the drop-off from 10 to 5, and we need as many people as possible because we got to set up the tents and the tables and then separate all the stuff that's coming in, so get it ready on Saturday morning when we open at 8 a.m. for the show. Let's see, then the breakdown. For Saturday, just come enjoy. Find a treasure. We have a barbecue. We're having a bake sale. If you bake and you want to contribute to that, please bring in your goodies. And let's see. We're having the barbecue. So come on in, and we close at 2, and then we need help breaking down. So that's it. So we'll see you on Friday, everybody. And if you have donations beforehand, let me know, and I can try to. If you can't be here, let me know, so I can hide them and then bring them out. Thank you.
Thanks, Robin. Appreciate that so much. Thank you. Yes, I chose not to have children so I could have more shoes. I think I chose correctly. Getting back to the meditation group with Peggy Peckin. Thank you, Will. Thank you so much for looking that up for us. That was so nice. See what community is? Matthew looked that up for us. So it's from 6 to 7. So if you are interested in the, and by the way, learning to meditate, I think no matter how long we've been meditating, we're always learning to meditate. It feels like, so feel free to drop in on that one, Thursdays from 6 to 7. Thank you so much, Matthew, for that. Yeah. PM, yes, exactly. Could be with meditation, it could be AM, but this one is gonna be PM. Very important. Thanks, Matthew. Okay, that is all of our announcements. There are still always more things going on than what we announced. We don't have time. We have so many beautiful things going on in this community that we could be here the entire time just talking about all the wonderful things happening. So we always recommend you check online. I like to go the first of the month, write down all the things that I don't want to miss for the month. So it is up on our calendar online. If you're somebody who doesn't love technology, we do also have it written out on pieces of paper out in the front if that speaks to you more. So either way, we have gotcha. Okay, let's take a moment now for Soulshine.
Good morning. I have 2 songs for you today. These are original songs, so please don't sing along. Just gets messy. The first of these songs is called Horizon. While both songs speak of our journey along this path of liberation, Horizon speaks of a particular mystery of transformation that absolutely will occur one way and another. This is Horizon. Have you had the dream of your unfolding life? Have you had the dream of your horizon? Have you seen what lies beyond the fading of your light? Have you ever dreamed of your horizon? Do you fear the day you fade away? Well, there's a mystery in the setting, rising sun. A sight unseen, a sound unheard. You say you want a miracle, but fear what you must try. The sight unseen, the sound unheard is a mystery awaiting your discovery beyond your horizon. La 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 la. La, la, la. I am letting go, no longer holding tight to anything that keeps me, binds me, constricts and confines me behind the mortal veil of moral slavery in spite of the promise of my horizon. And I no longer fear the day I fade away, for I dream of turning to the rising sun. A sight unseen, a sound unheard. I am the seed of miracles sprouting into new life. The sight unseen, the sound unheard is a mystery awaiting my discovery. Beyond my horizon. Tell you a mystery Behold, I tell you a mystery. We are the seed of a miraculous discovery beyond our horizon. La 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 la. Have you had the dream of your unfolding life? La 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 la.
Oh, baby. Wow, that was beautiful. Okay, it's that time for meditation. So please close your eyes if you feel comfortable doing that. And I really want you to feel your body in the chair. It's so important to have that somatic understanding of where we are on this planet and how we are, and the absolute gratefulness that I have and that we have to be in these chairs this Sunday. So feeling your body, feeling the connection. In a moment, I'll play the flute. And I want you to think about a horizon. A horizon maybe that seems really far away, or maybe it's close by. And I want you to think about something unseen that maybe you want to see. And a song that's unheard that maybe you want to hear. So this meditation is your opportunity to dream big, to imagine big, because you are big. You are amazing. So as I play the flute, allow the frequency of the sound to carry that dream out into the universe. We are frequency, we are sound, we are light. And I've been blessed to walk with this instrument for 28 years. Let it take you away.
As you come back to the room, know that that vision is possible. You are among miracle makers in this room. So if you feel inspired, maybe talk about something that you've seen. And sometimes visions don't show up, that's okay too. But dream big, live big, and know that Matthew will take us on a wonderful journey to find out who's doing the speaking while we're doing all of this. Aho, takwayasan.
Thank you, Donna. Donna always has this way of grounding us in her magic. Thank you for that. And Matthew brought up a really good point as I was sitting down, that when Ray is up here by himself, it's like Ray shine. So I like that. I think we should coin that. Speaking of Matthew, I was so excited when I wake up in the morning when I'm going to be hosting and I get to see who I'm working with today, and I was so excited that it was going to be Matthew. Matthew probably doesn't remember this, but when I first started coming to Unity, and I think many of us have had that experience where you decide, hey, I want to try this place out, I like this place, you keep coming, and you recognize people, but you're not known yet, and you can oftentimes feel unseen, right? And we all want to feel belonging. This is one of the reasons we come here, so we have this sense of place that we belong, right, and that we feel seen. And I was coming for a little while and didn't really know people, and I was out doing something in the community, and I saw Matthew out, and I recognized him, but I was like, oh, he will have no idea who I am, so I just kind of like backed off in a corner, and he came right up to me and gave me the biggest hug. And it was such a feeling of belonging. And that is what I always feel when I'm with Matthew, and that's why I love that many of us have name tags, if we volunteer, that say volunteer on it, but his also says divine healer. And I wish he never took it off, because it's not something that he can take off. It's just a part of him. Thank you so much, Matthew. Welcome.
Well, good morning, everyone. It's going to take me a quick second to set up here. So if you don't mind, stand up, say hi to your neighbor. Okay. Actually, let me grab a chair. All right. I know we can talk all day. Go ahead and find your seats. See, we really are a friendly group. All right, now get back to your seats. I do have a message to give today. All right. Well, it's wonderful to see everybody here. I wanted to do a quick, brief recap of my last talk, just so that you have a reference point. I'd introduce the concept of O, a personal pronoun for the soul. Every language in the world has a word for soul, but none throughout history have ever given a personal pronoun for the soul. So if we want to fully express our souls, which I think is our purpose in life, then we ought to give it a voice. And I think the best way to give it a voice is to give it a pronoun. So, Kevin, if you can do the next slide. My magic clicker. There we go. So I have 3 different definitions for O. O is a gender-neutral spiritual pronoun for the soul. O means the whole and complete one, or really the wholly complete one. O refers to our true divine essence, the higher self, the I am, the Christ itself, the God within, the loving heart space, and is a living reminder that we are one in spirit. So I'm going to be telling a tale of 2 stories. Well, actually, it's the same story. It's 2 different perspectives. We're going to have the I perspective, and we will have an O perspective. If you can go to the next slide. Class of 1986. Can you find me up here? All right, go to the next slide. There I am. Go to the next one. There I am on the right. And go to the next one. This is the first and last year I ever played football. Number 89 up there on the right. And go to the next one. Baseball was really my thing. I loved baseball. Yeah. And this was actually my sophomore year. I made varsity. Actually, well, I'm there on the second end from the bottom. Actually, you can go to the next slide. I think I have one more. There we go. Got me up there. And, oh, shoot, I forgot my hat. Where's my hat? I still have the hat. After all these years. So, 1986, it's now 2026. That means high school reunion time, right? 40 years. Hard to believe that it's been that long. So, I actually am an alumnus of 3 different high schools. After 8 years of public school system, I went to, I should put the I over here. So after being in the public school system for 8 years, freshman, sophomore year, I went to the Salem Academy in Salem, Oregon, which was a Christian high school. And then my junior year, I went back out to the public school system, Cascade, out in Turner, Oregon. And then my senior year, my family actually joined, my parents joined Youth with a Mission, which was a Christian missionary organization. So I officially became an MK, missionary kid. And we moved to Hawaii for their training. Oh, darn. And essentially, I was having to do homeschooling. We did have a tutor for all the MKs, but we ended up, after about 3 months of their training and really a time of healing, we ended up going to Thailand, Singapore, Malaysia, Hong Kong, China, and Taiwan, and Japan, all during my senior year of high school. And then I came back a couple months behind in my homework at that point, but managed to finish my last exam and graduate. I had finished that last exam, only an hour before my grandparents flew in for my ceremonies. So cutting it a little close. Not the first time in my life, certainly won't be the last time in my life. But yeah, I did that. And the funny thing is that I thought I was the only senior graduating. But it turns out there was 4 others, which I met just about a month before the actual graduation ceremony. And I thought, oh, darn, if I'd known that there was actually 4 other girls, I would have dated each one of them. And then I could have said I dated every girl in my high school class. It would have been a pretty easy thing to do at that point. But obviously, I was a little tight on my timing there and wasn't able to pull that off. But anyways, back to, and for anybody who actually knows about YWAM, the founder is Lauren Cunningham. His daughter, Karen, was one of the people I graduated with. So anyway, Salem Academy. I'm trying to remember if I've got... Yeah, go on to the next slide. There we are. So out of the 76 students, only 13 of us bothered to show up, which I was a little disappointed with the turnout, to be honest. But I will mention, and I was hoping I'd had the laser pointer working. I'll just point out a couple of people because they'll get mentioned in the stories. On the bottom left here is Carla. She was the hostess. This is her property that we're on. My buddy Dennis is up there in the dead center, the tallest guy. And then I'll also mention Melissa, who's right in front of him with the gray hair, as part of the story. All the other people are wonderful. Would love to talk about them too, but there's sunshine outside. We need to keep on moving with this story. So what I want to do, I found over the years that if I'm trying to teach people something, it's better to just demonstrate how to do things. And if you show somebody long enough how to do something, they start to think like you. And that's real gold. So if you've ever heard people tell the same story, it's never exactly the same, is it? Everybody's got their own perspective. And that's what I want to try and do, is demonstrate what the story sounds like from I, which is ego, or from O, which is soul. The high school reunion was in Molino, Oregon. Anybody hear of Molino? Molino? See? All right, someone knows. Good. I'd never heard of it before. A little northeast of Silverton or east of Canby, if that helps you any. But this was out where Carla's property was, and obviously a very beautiful piece of property. I never did find out exactly how many acres that was. I'm guessing probably about 5-ish at least. But anyways, trying to go out to there with an all-electric Nissan Leaf becomes a little challenging when you start thinking, how am I going to charge along the way? So I started thinking about this, and I was getting a little worried. I was like, okay, well, I can go to Detroit Lake. I can charge up there because there's a CHAdeMO charger there. See, I can't use the Tesla ones. So I'll do that, and then I've got to drive over to Sarah's uncle's, Uncle Foster, place in Silverton, which is where I'm going to spend the night. I'm sure I can plug in just even with a regular outlet, but I think that I thought I remembered seeing a charger or a 30 or 50 amp connection in his garage, so I thought, well, I'd probably be fine with that. But boy, am I going to have enough time to charge at his place before I go to Molino and go to the reunion, come back, and then still have enough time to charge before I got to go all the way back to Redmond. So I'm thinking about all of that. Okay, well, I'll call Dennis. Dennis is going to come to the reunion. He's been a buddy of mine. We've known each other since we were 7 years old. Not too many friends that I've got that are that old. So I called him up and I said, hey, Dennis, can you pick me up in Silverton? Then I can leave the car charging. I'm getting some feedback here, Kevin. I'm just hearing the ringing. Yeah, that's better. So thought, okay, we're fine. I'll go ahead and do this. I jumped in the car at 9 a.m. on Saturday morning. I was driving off and I was thinking, I'm going to make it. I'll get to Detroit. I'll find the charger. God, I hope that the charger's available. I hope that it's actually working. Because my whole trip is going to have some problems if I can't charge there. But, well, let's go. So I went, I got there, someone was using it. And I thought, okay, well, at least it's working. That's a huge plus. No owner in sight. So now what am I going to do? Well, let's check out the app. Shoot, I got to update the app. All right, now let's update the app. Great, it wiped out my password. Now I got to go look up the password. Now I can get into the app, and the guy walks up and starts chit-chatting a little bit, being real friendly, super nice guy. But I was pretty focused on just trying to solve my problem here with the app, and so I really wasn't paying too much attention to him. And eventually his car charged up at 80%. I was able to go ahead and switch over. Great. Finally got my credit card in there. Okay, we're good. He drives off. I switch over. I'm charging. I can go eat now. It is a very beautiful drive from here to Detroit Lake. We have beautiful trees, Settle Lake, the mountains. It is a glorious expression of divinity. As we drove, it was so wonderful to feel the energy of all that was going on. Unfortunately, Matthew was not paying attention. He was too worried. But we did not need to worry. All was going to work out as it should be. When we arrived, yes, there was a man using the charger. Wonderful. We have more time to go explore. Maybe I can take some photos. Yes, the app needed updating, and it was done. Matthew could have spent some time with the man. He was such a delightful soul. He really was interested in talking. We had very similar cars. They were only 1 year apart, so they looked like twin sisters. We missed an opportunity to connect and to share. But the car did get charged and connected, and then we got to find a blessed taco truck. I was surprised I only had barely eaten a few bites of my first taco when the charger was complete. I was like, really? It finished that fast? I guess I could have spent a little more time talking to that guy. Oh well. And then I went racing off to go to meet Uncle Foster, to meet up with him, try and connect. And I don't know what connection that was in his garage, but it was not a 30 or 50 amp connection that I could use, unfortunately. And for whatever reason, connecting the electric plug on the outside of his pump house did not work. But eventually we found a connection that did work, and I was able to start charging the car. I was really looking forward to Dennis showing up, and of course spend some time with Uncle Foster for the next couple of hours before Dennis arrived. Uncle Foster has a very beautiful piece of property. And he's very kind, and he was able to go ahead and help me solve the problem. I was very happy about his assistance. we were able to spend time together, and I enjoyed his stories. I enjoyed understanding more about who he is and what he likes. I was very excited to know that Dennis was on his way. While Matthew thinks of him as knowing him since he was 7, in truth, we've known each other for thousands of years. It's only been in this lifetime that we met at 7. We took off to Milano and arrived. We had name tags all set up. It was great to see Carla there, getting us all set up. She wanted us to go to the back section of her property to meet up with all the others down near the creek, which unfortunately was that direction, so can't see the creek. But it was a beautiful walk through the woods to get down there. And finally, I was able to start connecting with everybody. Carla is a blessed soul. She lives on such a beautiful piece of property. As we walked down the path to meet all the others, I noticed a 1,400-year-old cedar. Big. Probably this big around. The cedar holds much wisdom. It would have been nice to have talked to it. I'm sure it would have shared much wisdom in the process. As we arrived down at the spot, it was so precious to see so many souls that I'd known and continue to know. Known, sorry. Each one has had such a beautiful life. Everyone with such different experiences, and we were able to reconnect and share. After eating dinner, there was a point where Carla gathered us all around. Now, we don't have the spouses here, but there was probably roughly about 20 of us total that all got around in a circle. Carla asked some really good questions. She said, "What are you about?" I want everyone to answer this question. What are you about? And then tell us some memories from high school. And lastly, is there anything we can pray for you about? Oh, Carla, being divinely inspired, brought these profound questions. What would your high school reunions be like if you were asked those same questions? What are O about? What memories do you have? How can we pray for you? I was about a quarter of the way around the circle, and I got to my turn, and I wanted to say, "Oh, am," so bad. Oh, I'm about helping people fully express their souls, including my own. But given that they didn't have that context yet, I reluctantly said I am all about fully expressing our souls. And I am expressing it through having strategictech.ai as a company and helping people with their technology issues. Love AI. There's a lot of fun I'm having with it. I'm also having a lot of fun with expressing my artistic side with kaleidobioscope.com, which shows a lot of my artwork. I talked about the divine healers and having the ministry here for healing. And then I finally started talking about my book, OM, Giving the Soul a Voice. And you kind of got the recap early on about that, so I won't go into detail there. But it was interesting to see the people's reactions when I started talking about, giving our soul a voice, giving it a pronoun. And my initial reaction was there was about 20% that got it instantly. And then there was about 20% who were like, I'm not so sure about this. I might have to think about this one for a while. But then there was 60% in there in the middle that were like, he might be onto something. I'd like to know a lot more about this before I make a final decision, but actually that makes some sense, what he's talking about. Carla was divinely inspired to ask those questions. They are profound. They really made a difference for all of us as we listened to each other's stories and we were able to reconnect very deeply. Appreciates what she did. And as was able to give the answers, might have been perhaps closer to 15% got it immediately. But that number would soon change. As we got to Melissa, there in the middle. She was about 2/3 of the way around the circle. And when she got to saying what she was about, she stopped and said, I think I need to say, am about. Because you're right, I don't want to be speaking from a point of ego all the time. And as she tried to use for the first time in language, explaining what she was about, she stumbled several different times and wasn't sure exactly how to say it, and several other people jumped in and helped her. And I thought, I didn't even say anything. They didn't get the lesson that I gave you guys. But people got it, and they were able to help her out. And I was just so happy to see that. And maybe a little prideful. All souls got the concept of immediately. We have been waiting for millennia for this to happen so that there would be a shift of consciousness. It was such a wonderful example to see Melissa grab on to the idea so quickly. She'd only heard of the concept a few minutes earlier and was applying it. It was inspirational. I could go on and on. There's a lot more to tell about the graduation, but I'm going to stop the graduation story at this point. You get the idea of the going back and forth and the differences of perspective. I'm always impressed by how O sees the beauty in everything, how beautiful the soul is, how precious the connection is, the desire to connect with everyone and everything in nature. I'd like for you to have your own experiences. So we're going to do a short meditation. And so you can get yourself seated in a comfortable position. Let's take a couple of deep breaths. Now just think of a story that you've shared recently with someone. How would O reframe that story? And we're just going to spend a few minutes here and let you understand how O wants to reframe things. How many people appreciate O's reframe of their story? Would you like to release the old story that you've been telling yourself? If so, say, I choose to release it and accept O's version. May you remember your experience with your souls and choose to give your soul a voice. And so it is.
There's a little change in program. Yeah, I had a different song in mind. I'm going to do this one. Is that all right with you? Ray, we have no idea what you're talking about. Now, this is a good song. This is a good song. This is a song of, it's based on passage from Matthew chapter 25. And some of y'all Bible folks might recognize this as the, what's it called? The Beatitudes. Yeah, this is a song based on the Beatitudes. It's a song of encouragement for those of us on the path of liberation, because things can seem to be opposed to us in the general world. You know? So this is a song to encourage for those on the path of liberation. This is called Blessed. Blessed, blessed. Woo, 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 woo. If you are one bringing light to the darkness, then the rising sun will call you blessed. If you are one who in darkness will nurture the light, then the setting moon will know your name. Your name's blessed, for you are tested, for you are rebuked and you are scorned. Though they revile you, they can't defile you, for all receive their just reward, just reward. If you are one being light in the darkness, then the blazing sun will call you blessed. If you are one who in darkness reveals the light, then the glowing moon will speak your name. If some accuse you, if they abuse you, it's just that they don't know what they are. They have rejected what you have accepted. They fear the light and you shine like a star. Blessed is your name, even as they set their evil eye upon you. Yeah, yeah. So rejoice again, I say rejoice, as you make your choice and raise your voice. Food for the hungry, shelter for the homeless, water for the thirsty, support for the oppressed. See, you are the blessing when they pray to be blessed. There's no need to fight when you are the light. Just shine, 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 yeah. You're the promise of light in the darkness, and the setting sun, he calls you blessed. Oh, lovely one, from the darkness shine, shine your light. For the rising moon, she sings your name. Your name is blessed. blessed. La 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 la. Your name is blessed. Oh, blessed, yes. La 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 la. Ooh, ooh, ooh.
Thank you so much for that, Soulshine. What am O about? Whew, I know that the woman gave you a couple minutes to think about that, but man, is that something to think about for life, right? Right? Thank you so much. A round of applause again for Matthew and that beautiful reframe. Thank you so much. Okay, wonderful. I'm not missing another Soulshine song, am I? No. Okay, perfect. So now is the time where we ask if you are visiting us for the first time and you would like to stand up, tell us your name and where you're visiting us from. We love that. It is not a requirement. We don't have a spotlight on you or anything. But is there anybody here for the first time or second time that hasn't said hello before that would like to? So just... Okay. Well, if you are here for the first time and you're like, lady, not a chance, totally fine. We understand that there are little blue cards in the front of the chair with the green prayer claim forms. And we would love, if you don't mind, if you'd like to fill one of those out just so that we can keep in contact with you. And we don't show up at your house, I promise. But we keep in contact with you and let you know some of the events and some of the things that we are doing and hosting in case you would like to come back and join us for that. We welcome you for that. So thank you so much. And if I could have my helpers come up and yes, wonderful. And we're going to bless our offerings together today. And when you put your offerings in the basket, that's the time to also put your blue cards or your green prayer claims forms. And we are going to bless our offering together for that. Dun, 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 dun. Okay. From the whole love of pure spirit within us, we bless these gifts. We send them forth to heal, bless, and prosper. They are evidence of our faith and belief. They do good work in the world and return to us. And so it is. I'm going to get glasses one of these days, ladies and gentlemen. Wonderful. And here we go with my favorite song of the day.
I got gratitude in my heart, gratitude in my soul. I just want to say thank you, thank you. I just want to say thank you,
merci beaucoup.
I just want to say thank you for it all. I got gratitude in my heart, gratitude in my heart,
Gratitude in my soul.
I got to say,
I just want to say thank you.
oh, now, I just want to say thank you.
Dundervine.
I just want to say thank you for it all.
Thank you for it all.
Gratitude in my soul.
I just want to say thank you. I just want to say thank you. I just want to say thank you for it all. Thank you for it all.
Thank you so much, everybody. Thank you to Soulshine. Thank you to Matthew. And if you want to talk more about what it is that Matthew talked about today, about the O, coming from the place of O, being able to see the difference between our soul and our ego. He will be here for our circling up time at 11:45. So go out, get some food, mingle, chit chat, and then we'd love to have you come back for that so we can discuss deeper. Thank you, everybody, for coming. Have a beautiful Sunday. Be kind to each other. Enjoy the sunshine. Bye, everybody. Thank you.
Sing the personal time.
Okay.
Know I am. Be still and know I am. Let go and know I am. Breathe in and know I am. Be still and know I am. Let go and know I
Wonderful. Thank you. False alarm, we can never miss the I Am song, or today the O Am song. This is why I can't leave for 2 months anymore. So thank you guys for staying. We never want to miss that song. What a beautiful way to end things. Thank you so much, and we'll see you back here at 11:45. Thank you, everybody.